A writer, a painter, and a programmer walk into a bar. Somebody please finish the joke for me because I don't know it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Heather. I am TheBusySimmer and today I've decided to take 3 different Sims, a writer, a painter, and a programmer, and play out their lives for a minimum of 7 Sim days to see how each of their hobbies, their individual hobbies, pay out. So if you want to know how to easily make money in The Sims 4 without cheating, this certainly is the video for you. Of course, there are many more careers and hobbies in The Sims 4 other than writing, painting, and programming. For example, there is the streamer and the vlogger and the freelancer career, etc. But I wanted to take 3 from the base game to start off with so that anyone that have any of the game packs or none of them other than the base game can take something away from this video. I took 3 Sims and used their beginning allowance to buy them a home with the materials necessary for their hobby. A computer for the writer and the programmer, and an easel for the painter. I used the money cheat to bring their savings down to 0 simoleons, except for the painter for whom I left 100 simoleons. I will explain why in a moment. These Sims are single, and I gave them each the loner trait along with 2 others that I thought would be best for their hobby. All they did was work at their hobby, eat, sleep, and, well, here's what I found out. Bethesda programmer bought Crit Cabana and had enough left over to buy one of the better computers. I did still set her savings down to 0 after purchasing the computer, but she immediately started practicing programming on day 1. There was no money to be made on day 1, so Bethesda ate some quick meals that cost nothing, and those seemed to tie her over to day 2 when she could start making plugins. Day 2, she was able to make 70 simoleons with plugins, which allowed her to make a party size of a proper meal, albeit cheap, so that she could just grab some leftovers for the next 8 meals. She also spent enough time this day to hit level 3 of the programming hobby. On day 3, she made more money with plugins, 125 simoleons, and was actually able to create a virus for 117 simoleons. Of course, the virus was worth more, but it took much longer to create that than a plugin would. She also hit skill level 5 of programming. On day 4, she got her first bill. I made sure that the lights were on automatic across the entire house so that we didn't waste energy, but her bills still ended up being higher than what we'd managed to save up so far. Barely. She hit level 6 of the programming skill and was able to do a side job for 244 simoleons. She was able to hack into the land grab funds for 121 simoleons. Cheapskates. And then she also created 1 plugin for 47 simoleons. She was able to pay her bills. Day 5 brought level 7 of programming. She created 2 viruses for a total of 651 simoleons and a plugin for 37 simoleons. Day 6, she hit level 8 of the programming skill and began to create a mobile app and did literally nothing else but the basic necessities. On the final day, I had her working around the clock to finish the app. When she finally published it, it brought in 723 simoleons along with her first star of celebrity status. By the end of my time with Bethesda, after bills and food, she had only earned 1,777 simoleons in 7 days. She had only acquired level 8 of the programming skill, and she had 1 item that would bring her a passive income for a few days. Everyone, meet Thomas Painter. He rented an apartment in the Spice District of San Myshuno for 400 simoleons per week and only needed an easel and $55 to begin his journey to celebrated artist. At first, I forgot that it costs money to begin painting and adjusted his savings down to 0 after purchasing an easel. You know, you've got to get the paints in the canvas, right? So I gave him $50 thinking he could start with a small canvas and make money from there. Folks, he only made 45 simoleons with his first painting. That's not even enough to buy another small canvas, so I spotted him 5 more simoleons so he could buy another one. On his very first day, Thomas not only attained level 4 of the painter skill, but he also made 763 simoleons from 6 paintings. Keep in mind that he had to buy a new canvas each time he wanted to paint something new. 50 simoleons for a small canvas, 75 for a medium, and 100 for a large. He painted 2 small paintings, a medium one, and 3 large, costing him 375 simoleons. Thomas only made a profit of 388 simoleons on his first day, which is really more than Bethesda could say. On day 2, Thomas achieved level 6 painting skill, got his first star celebrity status, and painted 7 more pieces of artwork, making a total profit of $906. Day 3 brought bills, level 7 of the painting skill, and only 5 paintings. Thomas made a profit, even after his bills, of 1,176 simoleons. On day 4, Thomas did not gain any painting skill, still only painted 5 paintings. However, one of those was a masterpiece selling for 1,161 simoleons alone. He made a profit that day of 2,012 simoleons. On day 5, Thomas made level 8 painting, again only painted 5 things, but another one of those was a masterpiece selling for 2,263 simoleons. He made a profit that day of 3,537 simoleons. Day 6 was by far the worst day for poor Thomas. On this day, he found out that little gremlins had sabotaged every plumbing and electrical item in his apartment, so he had to go around fixing and cleaning everything. He remained at level 8 of the painting skill, but still managed to paint yet another masterpiece selling for 2,066 simoleons, along with a few other paintings. He made a profit on this day of 3,165 simoleons. On my last day with Thomas, he managed to reach level 9 of the painting skill. He did paint 7 more paintings, though none of them masterpieces, for a profit of 3,555 simoleons. After all was said and done, bills paid and food bought, Thomas had accrued a total of 14,376 simoleons in 7 days. What we've learned from this is that painting is a really good hobby to have for quick, immediate cash. Meet Edgar Allan Ryder. He fell in love with the romance of Windenburg and bought a small home right in the center of town. After purchasing the home, he had a small amount left over for a cheap computer and immediately got to work making his dream a reality. On day 1, Edgar hit level 3 of the writing skill, self-published 2 books, and earned 10 simoleons from those 2 self-published books. Not much, but enough to make a small serving of some cheap food. On day 2, Edgar made skill level 4 of writing, self-published 2 more books, and earned 49 simoleons from his 4 self-published books. On day 3, Edgar managed to achieve level 5 of the writing skill, wrote 2 more books, and was able to sell those 2 books to an actual publisher, making 154 simoleons from his 4 self-published books and 2 books he sold to the publisher. Day 4 brought level 6 of writing, another 2 books, and 466 simoleons. At this point, Edgar had self-published 4 books and sold 4 other books to publishers. His income seemed to become exponential. As we entered day 5, Edgar's computer broke down. He was able to repair it without paying for someone else to do it, and he still managed to earn level 7 of the writing skill and write and sell 2 more books to publishers. He made 938 simoleons. Day 6, he gained level 8 of the writing skill, wrote 2 more books, even though his computer broke down yet again, and earned 1,253 simoleons. On the final day, he did not gain any skill levels, but he wrote 2 more books and earned another 1,438 simoleons. In 7 days, Edgar had written a total of 14 books, earned his first celebrity star along with 4,288 simoleons after bills were paid and food was bought, and he ended on level 8 of the writing skill. Now, publishing books is a passive income. Even though the payout of each book fluctuates depending on demand of that genre and your sim skill level or mood while writing, you can still take a day or 2 off and get paid. So I continued to play out Edgar's life And here's what happened. Day 8 brought 3 published books, one of which was published to the Literary Digest for more profit, and Edgar brought in 2,212 simoleons. Day 9, he hit level 9 of writing, wrote 2 more books, and earned another 2,568 simoleons. Day 10, he maxed out the writing skill, wrote 2 more books, and made another 2,913 simoleons. Day 11, he wrote 2 more books, bringing in another 3,296 simoleons, and on day 12, he wrote another 2 books. He seemed to average about 2 books a day while keeping his needs in check. By the end of day 12, after bills and food, Edgar had accrued 23,438 simoleons. After all that, here's what I learned. The programming hobby, whether you hack, create video games or plugins, or make viruses, it takes a while to build up that income. Mobile apps and video games may create a passive income, but it takes a while to even get to that point. Programming should be kept as a hobby, maybe for a kid or a teenager. I'm not even sure if kids can make money off of that, but just to make some money on the side, but it really should not be used by an adult as a main source of income, at least at first, unless you really want that challenge. It's possible, but I mean, who does that? They should be doing it on the side. Painting gets you money quickly. If your sim has the skill and needs to make up a few quick bucks to pay the bills, painting is perfect. As your sim refines their skill, it can even be turned into a career very easily. But there is no room for passive income. If your sim has an off day or wants to do something else for a change, you make absolutely no money that day off of painting. Aside from that, it's one of those situations where you have to spend money to make money. Don't forget that it costs money to buy the canvas, even if you've already bought the easel. I might be a little biased, but writing is where it's at in The Sims 4. Yeah, it doesn't make quite as much as painting does right off the bat. However, the more you write and publish, the more royalties you accrue and the more passive income you build up. This is ideal, especially for those of you wanting to try the 100 Baby Challenge, where your matriarch needs to make that money, but also needs off days. If you go back and watch those horrible, no good first few 100 baby videos on my channel, my personal approach was to meet someone, get the matriarch knocked up immediately, and then spend the entire first pregnancy writing to not only build that skill, but get those satisfaction points built up from her aspiration as well, in order to purchase rewards like Needs No Sleep. That way, once you publish the books, when you have the baby, you can take a couple days to tend to the baby and rest and do what you need to do, writing only in your free time. But that's just my personal approach. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what techniques have worked for you and your Sims as far as income. And let me know if you'd be interested in seeing other hobbies like a vlogger, freelancer, streamer. Let me know if you'd want to see those played out as well, and I will do what I can to bring that video to you. If you've made it this far, do me a huge favor and leave a thumbs up on this video so that YouTube knows that you liked it and can start suggesting it to other viewers just like you. If you're new and you've made it this far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss a video or a live stream on my channel. I hope to see you all back here soon. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and until next time, guys, happy simming.